Good morning, everyone. It's Valerie, otherwise known as Chick Picker. Woo!
Ooh.
Hey, Mr. Todd.
Hi, Miss Valerie.
How are you?
I am good.
That's good. I'm glad. Glad to hear it.
Yeah,
Let's see if we can get. I don't want that on. Yeah, it's Monday.
Monday.
Happy Monday.
Yeah. What's what's so
you,
special about this Monday?
you sound exhausted.
It's just another Monday.
Yep. Monday, Monday.
It's another Monday, and I have more video games to list. So there you go.
Woohoo! Imagine that.
Oh man, I bit off a big chunk, but it's going.
Well, that's okay.
Did you ever buy so much stuff you couldn't list it all, at
Oh,
least in a short amount of time,
every day.
every day? Maybe that's today's topic. Did you ever buy so much crap that you couldn't get it listed in a reasonable amount of time?
Yeah. Ringo.
Yep.
Yeah, I've done that several times. That's how you end up with a death pile, right?
Man.
Because you
Well,
keep piling it on. I mean, for me, I'm just speaking for myself. You know, what I've been trying to do lately is if I buy something, list it right away. Not put it on top of the pile. That's that's been my not add to the pile is what I'm trying to say.
yeah, but since the C word happened, I've
Yeah,
heard so many resellers say, now who's laughing at my death pile? Ha ha
ex-
ha. I have things to
exactly,
list.
exactly. I'm thankful for mine. Good morning, Jennifer.
Hmm.
Good morning, Beth. Jennifer says this is jewelry for me for sure. I'm swimming in it, but slowly picking away at it. That's it. Ringo, I'm gonna get the squirt gun.
Uh-oh.
I'll be
It's
right
like,
back.
okay.
I also have my headphones on, so you're not by yourself.
It's like, I don't know what it's like. I don't consider the video game stuff death pile yet because
No,
I haven't had it. I've had it less than a month. So
right.
at, at what point does an item become a death pile item?
I don't know.
1 month? If you haven't, if you bought something and you haven't listed it in a month, does that make it a death pile item? I suppose it depends because it's not like I'm not listing. I've listed more the last 3 weeks than I did all of March, probably.
Yeah, I mean that's good. That's good that you're listing.
So it's not a death pile item because I don't want to list it or because it's something that's marginal or whatever. It's just I have so much I can't list it all.
I can't list it all.
I can't reach my bear.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if this even works.
How many did I sell this weekend? It depends on your point of view on that. If you're talking orders, I probably had 12, 14 video game orders, but a bunch of the orders were multiple games. So by game, I probably sold 30 or 40 games, but 3 or 4 of the game lots were lots of 10. So I don't know how you would count that. Because lots of games I have, they're just like $2 to $3 games. So you have to lot them up. It doesn't make any sense to sell a $2 game. It's not worth the time listing it.
Yeah.
No orders. Yeah. I sold some other stuff too. I've got like 22 orders going out.
I have 23. I beat you.
Ah, ha, ha. Look at you.
I did really well this weekend.
Well, let's see if I count my multiple orders. I might.
Oh gosh. Okay. All right. All right. I see where this is going.
I'm just teasing. I got to be better than you no matter what. Ha 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 ha.
Well, you can try. You can try all you want. Hey, Vicky. Hey, Mary. Hey, Thrift Daddy.
I was kind of surprised. I thought the NES games and the SNES games and the Nintendo 64 games have been flying out of here.
Ringo.
But these Sega Genesis, I don't know, people look at the listings and nobody's bought a one yet. And I've got, I got probably 200 or 300 of these. People just, I don't know. Is Sega Genesis just not as big a
It's not
platform?
near as big. It's kind of like it's kind of secondary to Nintendo. Come here.
I guess I'm going to have to just go in and lower my price on all that stuff.
I wouldn't lower it. I would just let it sit for a little bit. I mean, you haven't had it on for very long.
No, but I was used to on the others just get it listed and some of it sells within a day or two.
Yeah, just let it marinate. Let it marinate.
Yeah.
You know, some of those things you're going to have to wait for the right person to come along.
Yeah, I've been looking them up, Thrift Daddy. I think it was the very best of the best was cherry picked out of this bunch. There's still some good stuff, and there's huge volume of stuff, but I think the very best of the best was gone before I got it.
Yeah, Thrift Daddy says you need to look them all up. Sega Genesis goes for huge dollars.
Some does.
Well, yeah, I forgot some. But, I mean, that may be something to... I'm kind of a...
I beat Mary. I got 22.
I beat John. I got 23.
That's good. That's big for you, isn't it?
That's pretty big. My goal every weekend is to have 20. And last week I think it was just at 20. And then so this is a good weekend. Really good weekend.
Before video games, my weekends were like 12 or 13 orders.
Vicky says, "Hey Chick, would you be interested in having an auction with Steals and Deals auction crew?" I consider it. Message me on private message me on Facebook and we'll talk about it. And she asked you if you wanted to also, Todd.
maybe. I haven't gotten into it enough to know what I would want to auction
Yeah.
if you're talking about the video games.
Well,
Because
anything.
there's
Anything.
so much left to research.
Right.
I'd hate to auction something off for $25 and the other person sells it for 250. I just don't know where I'm at on the stuff.
Right.
I mean, I would like that for them. It'd be nice for them, but I'm greedy. I want that 250 for myself.
Right. Well, I get it. Mary says, I'm happy with my weekend sales goal, $200 profit. That's awesome.
I've never heard of the Steals and Deals auction.
I have not either. Looking for merchandise other than jewelry. I have a few things, but I mean, mainly mine is, jewelry and clothing is pretty much the thing that I have. And I have some one-offs, but I don't have a lot of other stuff.
I know Gwen would love to see me auction some of this stuff off.
Yeah,
Get this stuff out of here in big lots. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Ringo, come here.
I'm not sure what to do with the big stuff that I don't want to ship. Like the
well, you can put it on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, like the big guitar or rock band hero stuff.
Yeah.
You know, those big drum sets and
Mm-hmm. I just put that over on Facebook Marketplace. But those do come those do come apart. But I mean it is I mean you'd have to, have a pretty big box to ship everything in, so.
It's so weird. I've got 2 or 3 different sets of drums.
Uh-huh.
And I have all the parts, but I don't know which part goes to which drum. I think they have different models of them. So some have like black legs and some have like silver legs. I don't know what goes with what. I'm like, I don't know. But that stuff is taking up a lot of room. So yeah, I got lots of work left ahead of me.
Christian Pickens says, I don't wish the current sickness on anyone, but sales have been on fire for the last 30 days. Total of 1,286 sales on all platforms over the last 30 days. That is amazing. Very, very good. Congrats to you. Thrift Daddy says, also, if you have Second and Charles stores, you can trade in video games and use the trade credit to get better games to resell. I have never heard of Second and Charles stores. That may be a typo. I don't know.
There's some game stores not too far, but I'm afraid they will just give me pennies on the dollar for the stuff.
Yeah.
I know they just hold on to it and lot them up 10 at a time and sell them for $10. You know, $1 a game is better than what a video game store would give me for them, I'm sure.
But like he was saying, if you get if you have something you can trade, you can get some credits and then maybe trade it for, I don't know. I don't know how that works, but
if it's stuff like the rock band stuff, I probably wouldn't mind doing that because I don't want to ship that stuff.
Ringo, come here. Okay, Lori.
For the weight, you'd have to have your dimensional weight would just kill you trying to ship that stuff.
Yeah. There she is.
There's Lori.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Top of the morning to you, my lady.
Monday.
My lady.
How's
Queen
everybody doing
of
this morning?
denial. We're
Oh,
celebrating our weekend sales.
I had 5. Whew. Went from all those last weekend to 5.
hey, you know what? 5's better than none.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the way I look at it. I've been working on getting ready for the jewelry sale. I think I'm gonna have to push it to next Friday because I still got a lot of technical things to work on. My USB hub went kaput,
Uh-oh.
so and I run multiple have to run multiple cameras, so I need that hub. So I had to order one. So and it probably won't get here till Thursday, and I didn't want to be rushed. So
Right. Well, that makes
So-
sense.
I got all the jewelry together. It's just the technical issues that I'm working on now. So, and I managed to
Yeah.
figure out how to get the right channel, the OBS, to send to the right YouTube channel. So
Right.
I'm still working on that, but
I don't think I ever tried the OBS.
I like it. I'm gonna work on putting up a green screen and maybe have something cool in the background or whatever. So we'll see.
Yeah. Sounds good. Thrift Daddy says, let's see, no Google, Second and Charles bookstores. Oh my gosh, my phone's Googling it right now. The store chain is dying for inventory here in Virginia. Okay. Morning, Maggie Doodle. So, yeah, it was. I think I had 14 on eBay, 3 on Poshmark, and 4 on Mercari. 16 on eBay. I don't know, something like that. It came out to 23, so I'm good, and I'm even better that I beat Todd. It makes me feel good. Oh, let's see.
Yes, you're the queen and you're royalty, and we bow down to
Woohoo!
your greatness, you
Queen chick picker.
monster mama, you.
It was, yeah, it was good. But I was busy all weekend. Cleaned up the kitchen, kind of rearranged some things so it didn't look so much like a reseller lived here. It still looks that way, but I kind of organized a little bit better. And, you know, even if you're just scooting things from one side to the next, it makes a difference. What else did I do? Mowed the lawn. I did some kind of. So my father-in-law, he gave me this. It's a wooden toolbox that was made. It's about 100 years old or more. He gave that to me a while back, and of course, all the kids were like astonished because he doesn't give anything away. I mean, he keeps that stuff pretty close. And Mike was so amazed that he gave that to me. So I used to have it on the coffee table, but I ran out of room. I kind of had to move the coffee table out, and so this toolbox had been just in my room, and so I took it out of the room and made a little display, and so it's up and got flowers on it, and I kind of purdied it up a little bit. So
I like that repurposing stuff. I really like those tables that are made out of the legs of sewing machines, that kind of stuff. Interesting to look at, and conversation pieces, and looks so much better than IKEA crap that
Yeah.
when you put it together, you have screws left over and the instructions are torn.
Yeah. Texas Val, she has a really nice piece in her house. It was from and I'm probably telling the story wrong, but I guess it was a barn or a warehouse or something that had it was like a wooden cart, and it had the steel wheels on it and everything.
Mm-hmm.
They tore that place down. She got that that cart out of there, and made it nice, cleaned it up and everything, probably sanded a little bit. And then she she went to the upholstery store or some upholstery place and had a cushion made for the dimensions of the cart. So that's actually her end table or her coffee table for her house.
Hmm.
I love stuff like that. I really like, just those abnormal, weird pieces that, nobody else is going to have those.
Yeah.
So, Mary
You
says,
see a lot of that kind of stuff at estate sales, but estate sale companies always want too much money for it.
right. That's when, when you have friends in low places, they come in handy.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, Mary says they went out to the butcher shop to get a meat bundle. That's good. First time I've left the house since December. Weird out there now. Oh my gosh. But I'm sure it felt good to get out and get around. And this says I sold 4 baby Levy blanket plushy things. That's crazy. Everybody getting ready for all those babies that are going to be born in December.
Yeah.
That's what's been going on, I'm sure. A whole lot of living going on. Good morning, deep into the sandbox. Hope you're having a good morning. So yeah, definitely, what you were saying about death piles and stuff. I don't know. I think they're good to have. And definitely in cases like, who would have known, that all the thrift stores would be closed down, and
Mm-hmm.
you're screwed if you don't have any. You're not screwed because there's other ways that you can get inventory. You can talk to other resellers. Have stuff shipped to you. There's other options out there, but
yeah, there's like bulk.com. There's like
liquidation. You can get
Liquidation Ninjas. There's all kinds of places you can order boxed lots of stuff to sell.
True, but definitely it shut the whole thrift store option, yard sales, estate sales, all that. It shut all that down. So you kind of had to think outside the box, so to speak, and figure out something else.
I think Teresa felt bad for dragging me all over the place getting the stuff for her project. She bought me a brand new coffee pot that has the carafe on one side and a single cup on the other for
nice.
K-cups. And I got a Nintendo Switch Lite.
Wow.
Showed up in the mail.
Dang.
So I think somebody felt bad. It's like, I wonder what else I could get for making. Let's see, what can I make her feel bad about? So like, I said, what's this? And she says, well, open it. And I was like, oh. She's like, I know it's not the one you wanted because the main one hooks up to the TV too. She says, but you can't get those hardly anymore. So I was like, hey, I'm happy with that. I'm sitting there playing it. So
Have all these video games, and other than testing them to see if the discs still play, I haven't played any of them. I got to looking at the pile of video games thinking, I wonder how many hours were spent on all this stuff.
what, playing those games?
Yeah, all
I've
the people that played them and how many hours were spent
Yep.
by different people.
Mary or Maggie says she's got a lot of pounding and banging going on outside of her office, so she's not going to be on. That's fine, Maggie. No worries. Mary said she went to Myers grocery store. If they sell stuff like clothes and home goods, why are the thrift store closed? Who knows? Deep End of the Sandbox says Grandma Magic Classics New York has roped off non-grocery sections of the store. I've definitely heard about that. That hasn't happened in our area yet. Yeah. Yeah, Anissa, I have made up a couple of boxes for people. You know, I don't want to make them up. You know, if somebody wants something or wants a style or a certain brand or, you know, whatever, they can definitely, I can fix them up with something. Definitely.
I just
Yard
sealed a
sale
deal
should
for
be-
some free electronics, and they're all Sony.
Oh,
That
nice.
neighborhood app.
Very cool.
Sony DVD players. There's like 3 or 4 of them, and a couple other things. Like, cool, and an Xbox. So with all the goodies. So that's a nice little app.
Yeah.
I'm getting a lot of free stuff, being able to flip it quickly. So I'm happy with that. And they just live like 2 minutes from me. So
Yeah.
jump in the truck, be gone, but come back, get it listed.
Hellfire, Mr. Sadie. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Sadie.
Morning.
You have Maggie. I did hit the jackpot. I need to make her feel bad more often, don't I?
I think the, you know, the politicians, you know, including the president, I think everybody's kind of at a loss because they don't know what to do next. You know, and of course, I'm sure there's lots of suggestions, but you know, I don't know. It's gonna be. It's not gonna be over. Gosh, got the tickle.
Yeah, it's like if I send people back to work now and a lot of people get sick, I'm going to get the blame for it, you know. So
right. Well,
yeah,
that's kind of how. Because I was considering going.
Told you no.
I was thinking about going to California in July, but I really don't think I should, because if I go there and I have something or I catch something and I take it there to their family, I don't want to do that. I don't want to, number one, I don't want to be responsible for that.
He says, no, you can't get on there.
What?
Shut up, Brandon.
Shut up. She'll be at her show.
I
Hold
don't,
on a minute.
I don't know. I don't know.
Come on.
Packaging items.
You're late, sister.
Print me a
You're
label.
late.
Yeah,
I need you to print me a label so I can get this shit done.
Okay. Give me a damn minute.
No, because I'm not going to the post
He's
office
like-
today.
Drill sergeant this morning.
Oh
Well,
my
Batman's gonna be
gosh.
here shortly, and I'm not going to the post office.
Shut
today, so-
up, Brandon.
Ballard just said, "Shut up."
I don't care. Then you'll have to go into the post
I'm a-
office yourself.
I'm
Okay.
gonna mute you, Brandon.
That's what he wants.
Uh-huh. Oh my gosh.
There, you happy? Huh?
Surf Daddy says I
Oh,
pulled
goodness.
120 pounds of broken jewelry out of my car trunk
Mm.
and back seat. What the heck?
120 pounds.
I hope that's, I think that's a joke, but I don't know. Maybe it's not. Good
you
morning,
know,
Liz.
Our truck. That's crazy.
Stuff doesn't
Uh,
surprise me anymore. The more I watch YouTube resellers, the more I'm like, what, you only got 12 pallets of that stuff? You know, you're like, whereas a couple of years ago, I'd be going, oh my God, look at all that crap.
Yeah.
Now I'm just like, that's not so much.
Oh my gosh. I know, Julie. Good morning, Julie. Inessa says as soon as the salons open up, I am there. My hair is 7 sides of crazy. I hear you. You know when the ponytails go up, yeah,
No hats.
I don't know what to do with it. It's kind of a crazy.
Who's playing Selena?
Was that Selena?
I don't know.
Oh,
I seen at Walmart they had shirts with her on it. I'm thinking, why are they? Is it the anniversary or something of her death
don't
or
know.
something? Because there's a lot of Selena stuff.
Maybe.
That stuff sells good.
Oh yeah, especially to Chad.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
that is where I seen it, is at Walmart. Yeah, they were only like $5.
Uh-huh. I had to go in there and get a bulb for my truck. And I thought, what?
They didn't have my size though. I would have got one if they had my size.
What are you trying to? Anissa, I got the ass into
her
that
hair.
store. Oh, trying to find someone in the on the black market to do it in their basement. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I put a message out for my sister-in-law that if she's coming around here, bring her
No.
hair
Mm-mm.
stuff because I need help.
I'm
Yeah,
not
you
holding
know,
all
like-
of you.
Like if they work, you know, at Smart Styles or whatever in Walmart, like my brother-in-law, they're not supposed to do
Mm-mm.
that because they can actually get fired for finding out that they have been cutting hair.
Down.
Really?
Yeah, but
Like moonlighting or something?
he was over here the other day, but he says family's different, but he's got all kinds of people calling him, trying to get him to come to their house. And he's like, no,
No.
I can't do that.
I wouldn't even do that for, for safety reasons,
Yeah.
Liz says, I have had little luck with pallets. I did well with some pet pallets, but most of them are just broken junk.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I think that has to do a lot with your manifest. You need to,
Mhm.
you should get something where you can see exactly what's on, there's like Amazon returns and Target returns and stuff like that. And I can't see how you would do, well on every piece in there. But, if you got something that was like just
Like a
kind of
shelf
pull
pool.
like a shelf pool, exactly. That would be, something better to look for.
That's what I like to buy is the shelf pools. Like those
Yeah.
hidden object games, those were all shelf pools.
Yep.
Just where they didn't sell, but they sell for me all week long, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah. Yeah, and this says you can lose your license in Pennsylvania if you do it out of your home,
Same here.
and you're not supposed to. Huh.
Yeah.
Dahlia says there's a Selena Netflix series coming out. Ooh, that'd be
Oh,
Maybe that's why they're coming out with the shirt to help promote that.
maybe.
it's
That's
possible.
smart.
Yeah.
Good call.
Yeah.
Good call on
I
that
love
one.
that movie. I think they could, Jennifer Lopez played her to a T.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
They couldn't have found a
yes, me
better
too.
person to play that part.
That's very
Mhm.
true.
I mean, after seeing the original Selena herself and then watch, when you go back and watch the documentary on it or whatever
Oh,
it was
yeah.
that was on it, you think, oh my God, they could have been one and the same person almost.
Yep.
Mhm.
That she did such a very good job with that. And to me, I think that was her breakout role was playing Selena.
And
Oh, yeah.
That's what I think.
wasn't
either
it
that or Enough? It would have been one of those two. The movie Enough or Selena.
wasn't it James Olmos or James something
Yeah.
Olmos?
James almost. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that played her dad.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I like him.
Yep.
And then the one that played her husband is in Chicago PD, I think now.
Oh.
Oh.
Ooh,
How's my sound?
sounds pretty good.
Sounds good.
This is the first time I've been on since I got my tower.
Got it all hooked up and everything.
Oh yeah.
That's good.
I don't know that I like it.
You'll get used to it.
I mean, I was like,
What do you not like about it?
like it was brand new, and then I go and then I look and like there's all this stuff on this list, and I'm like, what is all this?
Just got to get used to it.
Yeah, just
In the hell? Get out of here. I'll be back. I got a cat climbing all over everything, knocking everything over.
oh God.
You know what, Mr. Sadie, I'm kind of thinking the same thing. We're going to have to live with this until there's a vaccine. I couldn't agree more. Yeah, people are over this shutdown, but I don't know. I just think I don't know what I think.
I think I sold a lot of shit this weekend.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Good for you. How many you got?
How many do we have over there, Brandon?
3.
3, 4, 5. Well, maybe it's not as many as I seen.
That's okay. I can't
6.
count that high either.
6. And then so 6 have paid.
Very good. I made my quota.
What, 20?
I got 23.
Good job. Yeah,
23.
I mean, it felt like a lot.
Well, that's still a lot.
Yeah, Sally Valerie was already braggy that she beat me.
She beat you?
Yep. I'm a bragger.
All right.
Anissa says
Wow.
6 going out, 5 eBay, 1 Posh. Good job.
Yeah, I have 1 Macari, 2 Posh, and the rest are eBay.
Good job. Very good. Sounds like 6 is the magic number. I think I had 16 on eBay, 3 on Posh and 4 on Macari. So, let's see here. Yeah, yard sale season is what I miss most. I just don't see people
I can't help you didn't throw it to me. You threw it at the couch.
doing this for too much longer. What?
Oh, he's complaining because I threw a package on the couch.
Oh well.
Are you gonna weigh it?
No. 8 ounces. I thought you didn't need to wait.
4 ounces.
You need to wait for Kari.
That one's eBay.
Oh. 4 ounces. 4 by 4 by 4. 4.
Jennifer says,
That's
Sally,
4,
I'm gonna-
4, 4,
I'm-
4.
"Shut up."
Hey, can you turn your TV down?
No.
Do it now.
No.
Come back, Sally. Come back.
She went to go knock him out.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Jennifer says, Sally, I'm looking to buy a new desktop too. Which one did you buy?
I know you guys don't want to listen to Powerpuff Girls or whatever he's watching over
I don't
there.
care about the
Watch
TV.
it.
I don't want to hear him.
Okay.
Mammy, go lay down.
Watch it enter the word
Jeez.
gate.
Anyway,
Anyway,
good morning, Hank. Yeah, go and plug his TV and dare him to do something about it. There you go.
Jennifer, I got a tower directly from Dell. I don't know. I could find the name of it if you want me to tell you later. But it's basically like maybe 2 steps up from the cheapest one.
Oh my gosh. But I do have more shipping to do. I
Yeah.
put a little note on my boxes that I put out this morning and said, can you come back through and pick the rest up?
Oh my God.
Because I was getting ready. Didn't have any time to I did as much as I could until the show started, and then
Yeah.
I think I have seven more to do.
Oh,
So
like,
I just don't like to do it on the show.
yeah.
yeah, I have to pack another windshield.
Oh, yeah.
I'm only gonna have 1 more of those left.
How much do those bring?
I'm selling them for like 115 plus shipping.
Are you scratching your
So-
butt?
What?
You're scratching your butt over there?
My net.
My hands are right here. What are you talking about?
A net like
I'm sitting here with
90
my
to
hand folded in my
$100.
lap, watching TV. My hands are like this. You're a dumbass.
Go to work,
Hey, you
Brandon.
want me to show you my butt?
No.
No, we don't need any of that.
Well, accuse me of doing shit, and I will.
Anyway,
So the other day I got a wig in
So we
and I We didn't. The Wiggins.
Getting wiggy with it.
Wiggins.
Wiggy with it. Na, 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 na.
Getting wiggy with it.
So I
What
got
are
a
you
wig,
doing?
and then
All right,
I
come
got. They were supposed to have.
here.
It was supposed to be cat eye glasses,
Here,
and she
Chalupa.
sent these round bottle coat lens type glasses. I don't
Those
know.
are nowhere near.
No, I put it in the review.
No.
I might be able to get 10 out of these,
Yeah.
and then I got this.
Oh,
Okay. So a tiara.
And it's signed Sunnywood. And I don't know how old it is, but if you look at the back, it's like it looks like it's a little old. I don't think they make jewelry like that anymore, do they? I don't know. It looks old.
Yeah. I mean, you're just gonna have to look them up and.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Ask
put it.
Brandon, doesn't he wear that kind of stuff all the time?
Oh my god.
There's no way I'm asking him that. Anyways,
I don't blame you.
so anyways, I looked up the tiaras. Tiaras are all over the place. I'm gonna put that on auction. So I was happy except for the glasses.
You
Yeah.
brush your teeth.
And you haven't
man.
seen the wig yet. So
You got some morning breath going on there.
Yeah, Bambi does. Whew. She needs a Tic Tac for her dumpster.
Oh my gosh. Morning, Karen. Hope you're doing well.
Karen.
Yeah, apparently there's some big stuff going on with our my governor or our governor in Kansas and the churches around here.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause they've been going to court, and they finally did a settlement. They did a settlement, and they said as long as you don't, you know, I guess they kind of made a truce type of thing that
Uh-huh.
you know as long as you don't have big, you know, gatherings and stuff like that, then you know. I think we're trying to refrain from actually arresting these people.
Mhm.
Right.
So they did all this, and then on the weekend, they went and did it. They went and had a big gathering again. I'm like, you know, there's 5 known churches or religious gatherings that have had corona cases and deaths.
Mhm.
So I don't know.
That's so stupid.
I don't
Our
know.
governor's declared this Spirit Week, and today is Pajama Day.
There you go.
We have the big church that's still doing their gatherings here too, the Solid Rock Church. They're not, you know, it's like they're still doing it. They're gathering inside rather than out in the parking lot, and they have the means to like project their service outside,
Right.
you know, and people sit in their cars. And
Yeah.
that's what Teresa's mom and dad's church is doing. And then Teresa goes and does it live on Facebook for those that can't attend on a regular.
Right.
That's smart.
It's like yesterday, there were 7 cars in the parking lot, and the rest was all watching via the live feed on Facebook.
Yeah.
So
So are they requiring masks now
Mm,
where you guys live? Because
I
they
know
are here.
our Kroger's is. Our Kroger's all the they just announced that this morning. All the employees have to wear masks at Kroger's, and we don't know for sure if if
Which
the customers do.
it's fine, but I think it's stupid because you should have done this in the beginning. If don't require them now,
Yeah.
for people to go into a store. Don't do it now.
Mhm.
It's already too late.
I've been wearing one since the beginning. If I have to go anywhere myself and go in, I will wear a mask and gloves and take my hand sanitizer because I'm susceptible to, because of the pneumonia.
I ordered one from Rosie the other day, but still, I mean, we're supposed to get probably some kind of janky hospital mask or something from work. Oh, this ain't gonna work. But yeah, it's like we're supposed to get them for, like taking birth control after you're pregnant. Exactly.
I think, I don't know. I think if you feel like that's what you want to do, if you need to do that, I think it should be to each their own.
Right.
I don't think it should be. I think it should be a choice, but I don't think it should be a requirement to be able to go into a store.
It is now.
It's not here. It they've never required it here, but there's lots of people that do it, but they've never required it. So I don't know. It's just been a crazy. Everything is so like
out of whack.
All or nothing,
and ass backwards.
Yes. I don't know. This says I walk around and hold mine away from my face. I can't have it tight over my mouth or nose. I feel like I'm being mugged. Dearborn hasn't shut down the moths, and they gather. Nothing said or done, but any other religion here gets shut down. I don't know. I think things are just so topsy-turvy, and you I don't know, kind of ass backwards, and I don't know.
Ridiculous.
Karen says we have to wear face masks or wear a mask, face coverings if we leave the house here.
Wow. Yeah, that's her too. She just did an executive order the other day, Friday, I think. And I didn't at first, whenever I heard it, or even read the executive order thing that she put out, because it came on our phone as an alert. So when I read it, it didn't look like must, you must do this.
Right.
It looked like a, actual choice. But now, and also it was like, well, the store, some stores are not allowing customers inside if they don't have a mask, which is fine. They can choose to do that. And then the executive order comes out and it says you must wear a mask or face covering. So so now our store has ordered some, and I don't know what we're even gonna get. I know our governor is worried. She's
what? She banned selling garden seeds?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, she put it back. She changed it now. And so like on Friday, everybody went fishing because she changed it to where they can. It's so stupid. It's like really you change it for 2 weeks just to change it back, like after 2 weeks, you know, either do it like full force or don't do anything,
Right. Right. I mean, I definitely do. I practice, the social distancing.
Me too.
I go to the store usually once a week. I don't go to the store every day. I just try to stay away from people,
Yeah.
and I can do that. I can work in my yard. I can, I can mow the yard. I mean, if you got to stay in your house, it's just not going to work.
Yeah.
You just got to stay in. You got to be able to get outside, at least in your own yard. And I don't know.
Yeah, I would agree with that in this Grandma Magic Classics.
But our numbers, I think we're just getting ready to peak here, because our numbers have been super, super low, and now they're, I mean, just a crazy numbers climbing. So it's definitely here.
Yeah, she's also allowing people to travel again. So
you know what? Just throw all your rules out the door.
Yeah.
And just say fuck it.
Yeah. Right?
You get it. You don't. You don't.
It's stupid.
I don't know.
It is so stupid.
But you can't. It's not logical. It's not. You need to think about the logical situations. And the rules that you're putting out there. I mean, but yeah, people aren't going to last that much longer doing this stuff.
Is it me or does Nancy Pelosi look like one of those monkeys with the symbols?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I was looking at the picture. I thought, oh, it looks like Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on, Shirley.
I don't think it's very nice that you guys talk about my grandma like that.
The queen of denture cream.
That's right, Mary. Honestly, the officials think we are all stupid and not smart enough to be safe. Well, I would say most people are smart enough, but there's some people that are just dumbasses. That's just like going and rolling around in that stuff. If but what are you gonna do? I don't know.
I'm just gonna ingest some Microban and be done with it.
And then you got Biden who wears his mask under his nose. Hello. Teresa does that because she feels like she's going to be like she's smothering.
Yeah.
But they're saying he does it so he can sniff people's hair.
All right.
He's weird.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
Have you seen that video? Like it has him on all these different like these functions where he's next to girls and stuff.
He's sniffing them.
And but they said that he's like a groomer, like not like a dog groomer or anything, but like a groomer for like kidnapping somebody or sexually molesting somebody. Like a groomer like that. Like
he's a creeper for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, who goes around sniffing children?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you sniff flowers, you don't sniff kids.
Right.
Unless you're checking their diaper,
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh. Morning, Texas Val.
What are you doing? Quit.
Fishing
Went
and
to
picking. Did
sleep.
Sally say Nancy Pelosi was her grandmother? Nancy Pelosi and Samuel L. Jackson
That
equals Sally, huh?
that is Samuel L. Jackson's mother.
It is not. Oh my
I don't know,
god.
but I think she got her dentures from George Washington. It's like horse teeth.
Oh, he talks about kids touching hair on his legs.
I don't know. Weird.
Yeah.
Biden, yes. You got it. You hit the nail right on the head.
Good job, Valerie.
What?
You said, I thought you said you hit the hair right on the head.
No, I said I hit the nail on the head.
Oh, I thought you said hit the hair on the
That would have worked too.
I was like, that's
I
great.
don't want to talk about hair right now. Oh my gosh.
You got hair sniffing Biden and loose dentures Pelosi. I mean, I keep expecting her teeth to come walking out of her mouth like the
Oh my
little things you
God.
wind up. They go, "Bop, bop, bop, bop." I can't stand her.
Man.
Made me cry.
I said, she comes out with a pair of cymbals, I'm going to lose it.
I went trash picking the other day.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Find anything good?
Yeah. I found a box of cookie jars.
Cool.
Cookie jars.
Yeah,
Some
And
of those
they're
sell pretty
old.
good.
They're
Certain
old.
ones.
And I also
McCoy,
found,
is it McCoy's? I think it's a McCoy
yeah,
brand that
I
sells
have.
well.
Actually, I have one McCoy, I think.
I
Mm.
think those are the ones that
Um,
sell well.
I have a fat lady cookie jar. She's big and she's like this, and she's old. I think
Texas?
I'm gonna get some money out of it.
Yeah. Texas Val says, "Are you growing out your hair, Valerie?" I don't know what I'm doing.
Everybody's growing out their hair right now.
I don't know.
I'm about
I
ready to
think
take a dog
I think-
clipper to mine.
I think I'm officially done with the purple. So I'm trying to just get rid of the purple for now.
It's the same color as this little pony right now. Looky here.
Ooh, I like that. Like the sound of that. Yep. Like the sound of that. That's good. That's good. Oh my gosh, Karen. San Francisco streets are littered in human waste. Nancy Pelosi cannot even control her own city.
Yeah, that's gross.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff
Where are you going?
happening right now. I don't know. It's getting kind of scary. So, what else did you find in your travel,
Trash picking.
Sally?
Just besides cookie jars, I found these little not trinkets, but they're like figurines,
Uh-huh.
and they're outhouses. And I found out that they are, because they have it's black colored people in them.
Mm-hmm.
So I found out that they're Americana, like you know, like early art. Anyways, they're made in Japan.
Okay.
But the ones I looked up, it says on the front of it, what happened, but what is spelled WHOT. And so it was really easy to find on eBay, but
Hmm.
it's like early Americana, Black history type let me see if I can find that, because I think I saved one of the listings. Maybe I didn't. Black Americana outhouse. Yeah, Black Americana, I guess is what you call it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But they're made in Japan.
Good. So they're probably antique.
Oh yeah.
So good.
Yeah, I don't have a year for them or anything, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, if you were gonna guess, would you say like 1950s,
I'd
1940s?
say 40s.
Okay. Yeah.
The only thing is, it looks like they were not mass produced, but they were out there.
Uh-huh.
And so, probably only worth maybe $20 each.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna put those on auction too and just stick them together.
Karen.
I will.
I think Black Americana is a good.
Yeah.
Went down.
I just couldn't think of. I
Yeah.
couldn't think if it was that or something else.
Yeah. So is that all you found?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I found those on Start Road.
Nice.
I was trying not to get hit by deer.
Oh,
Hit by a deer.
Yeah.
how does that work?
Normally, you're the one trying not to hit a deer.
Right.
You're
Yeah,
trying not to
but
get hit by one. Will
no.
you just lay down here?
These deer try to hit you.
Yeah, I
my
can see him.
gosh.
Wait, hold on. Here comes one. Okay, now go get him.
Yeah. I mean, I was going. It was
10
6
point.
o'clock in the morning, and
Then they're out there high fiving each other. Ah!
yeah, like
Here, lay down.
they're going into people's yards, and this place is like heavily weighed down with deer. There's so much.
Uh-huh.
Because I was driving for maybe about 20 to 30 minutes, just going slow, because there's this place that has like so many
Lay down.
streets that come off of the main street.
Right.
And so I would take the main street, go to an off street, and then go down that street, and I was just going really slow. But there was just so many deer back there. I probably seen 50.
Wow.
Just saying. That's
Yeah,
it's
that's
just
a lot.
really. And yeah, if they're running already and then they see you, it's like they're looking behind them as they're running, and I'm like, are you stupid or something? Because I was afraid that this one was going to hit a sign because he was running right towards it.
Was it a
And
deer
he was
crossing
looking
sign?
at me while he was running. Oh my God. I think he's stupid or something. And then, yeah, but I was just trying to not get hit.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Lay down here.
Yeah, the way that these outhouses are is one person standing on the outside of the outhouse and the other person's in the outhouse. And then they open the door. It's like I don't know if it was like a joke or something that they would do, like open the door and say, "What happened?" and catch them on the toilet. I don't know. If anybody had ever heard of this, let me know, because I think that's crazy, but it could have been like a thing for, not just Black people, of course. I mean, there's a lot of people that had outhouses back in the day, like everybody. So it just looks like it's a thing of like a joke thing, almost. Like you open the door and say, "What happened?"
No, lay down, Bambi. You're driving me crazy.
Yeah, and some of those don't look like they're going for a whole lot, but they're also hand painted, and I mean they're old, so I'm not sure if that's gonna affect anything, but they have like pilling on some of the parts, so. Fisher Pickett says there's people in New York still have outhouses because the land is swampy. Oh, that makes sense. This is now everyone in chat is Googling outhouses. Hi, Tara. Jim. How you guys doing? Haven't seen you in forever. Woo! Anessa sold some lipstick. Get it, get it. What are you doing, Todd?
Nothing.
Why not?
I don't know.
How many did you sell this weekend?
500.
500.
Don't listen
Nah.
to him.
I got 22 packages.
Oh, that's awesome. Good
Mm.
job.
Pretty good.
I sell 500 $1 items.
It adds up, Anessa.
$10.99. I know some of mine are like that too. Like with shipping, it's like $7, and I'm like, oh, that's not good. Creeper. What'd you say, Tara?
Nobody's talking.
Oh yeah, I seen a video that was, it had like, I'm sure that he was one of those people that was with that Jeffrey, whatever his name is, the one that
Dahmer?
had the island.
Hmm?
You know, the one that had the island. And he would take like politicians and movie
Oh,
stars and stuff.
Epstein, you mean?
Epstein, yeah. I'm sure that Biden was probably one of those people.
Mhm.
I don't know how they got around that whole thing.
Hairy legs.
Ugh,
Ugh.
Yucky.
that's so yucky.
They need to put him on the island and leave him there.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. I know he didn't kill himself. His roommate did it. You ever see his roommate? His roommate is a freaking bodybuilder.
Who's?
Jeffrey Epstein's.
Man, be quiet, or I'm gonna put you over there.
The guy he was in the cell with.
Yeah, who didn't kill himself? Yeah, right. He didn't.
Oh.
I think somebody helped him.
Oh, I'm sure. I am
Helped him
sure.
real good.
Is she in like a big dress, like the old McCoy Mammy jar?
Oh, yeah. I get it. Hang on a second.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a pretty busy weekend. I just had a lot of stuff outside to do and inside. Got some listings up and cleaning and a little bit of everything. But it was good. I felt like it was a good productive weekend, so that's all that matters. Oh my gosh. I don't want to do that. No, fishing and picking.
Hairy legs.
Yuck.
It's anything like hot legs.
She got legs. I don't know. So what were you talking about, the topic, Todd?
Yeah. Like, how
Get off
long
of
does something have to stay in your new inventory before it's not new inventory and then it's death pile? What's the time limit? Is there a
Now you got a
Good at-
fat lady.
It depends on how. It's kind of interesting.
I have
Yes.
not washed these or anything yet.
That's
Fat lady.
Somebody threw that out?
Oh, yeah.
what's the brand on it?
There's not one.
Oh,
Bambi, come on now.
But I'm not sure.
5 years? Karen's keeps her stuff 5 years before she calls it death pile.
my thing is, if I go to the thrift store, if I don't list it like right now, it's gonna go in the death pile.
Mm-hmm.
I have to put aside everything that I was working on before, get that stuff listed, and get it put away.
I'm gonna go get those other pieces.
And if I don't do that, then it's going to get lost in the death pile. That's just the way it goes for me. So, and
I
I
think-
lose. I almost. It's almost like I lose interest.
Mm-hmm.
It's not exciting I have to do it while it's exciting, get it
Mhm.
listed, push through, and then I can move on to the non-exciting stuff. That sounds horrible.
I think, though, if you're still actively listing from the items, even though they may be a year old, it's not death pile.
Mm-mm.
I don't know.
Because
Mm-mm.
even though my video games look like death pile, I'm actively listing them.
But all those other things that you were listing before you got this lot of stuff, that is all death pile.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's quite a bit underneath the video games. Yep.
So that's good. I mean, at least you're getting that, you're working on it, and you're working on getting it all listed. You know. Now, if you came across another lot of stuff that was even more exciting, would you start on that pile, or would you continue on with the video games?
Oh yeah. If I got a lot of vintage watches, heck yeah, I'd be jumping on those and leaving the video games till I got done with the watches.
Right.
Or yeah. Or if I got a lot of sterling silver jewelry, yeah, I'm gonna do that and
Yeah.
save the.
And then that just kind of goes in. It just kind of it's almost like quicksand. It just kind of goes in and meshes with the other stuff.
Yeah.
I make a list. I make a list of things that I need to work on, and that's what I list through. And when that's done, I'll make another list.
Yeah.
So, and I keep it hung up right there in front of my face. So I was like, well, I know what I need to work on today. So
At least you're looking at it. You know what's gonna.
I mean,
gonna
the
be
list
worked
is
on.
the list is no nearly as long as what I have to list. It's
Right.
just that I pick 6 or 8 things, write it down, and that's what I work on until I've got them all marked off.
Right.
So, and yeah, I still look for other things to buy in the process to keep me from being, I guess, overwhelmed or bored.
Mhm.
It's the way I look at it, because like right now I've got a crap ton of VHS to go through. I've got a crap ton of DVDs to go through. So it's like, well, there'll be a few other things that I'll buy and I'll list those and then come back to that. So
Right.
keeps me from it getting overwhelming, I think, in my opinion. So, as I've got a mail tote and a garbage bag of DVDs sitting right behind me. I've got VHS next door that are scattered all over that I play through as I'm working over there just to test them. Because, with VHS, sometimes they might play for the first 10 or 15 minutes and then stop. So
Yep.
you still have to test them. So I just put them in the VCR and let them play all the way through. It's like a background noise or whatever. Do I watch some of them? Sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I sing along with them? Yeah, sometimes. Hakuna Matata.
Yeah. Or the ones that are like Sarah does Cincinnati or whatever.
So it's like, yeah.
Morning, Rita. Hope you're having a good morning. It's Monday.
And then you got a bunch of boring stuff. Like I have a crap ton of golf clubs to list. I know I should have already had them listed. Do I? Are they? 2 are listed out of about 50.
Oh my gosh.
And
Yeah,
I have
like-
another set. One of my neighbors moved out, and he left a bunch of stuff in his barn and told me I could have whatever I want out of it. So there's a set of golf clubs over there. They were his dad, so I'm gonna get those.
Yeah.
So there's another 10 or 15.
Yep.
But
Well, I will never say that, having a death pile. I mean, I know that a death pile is not a bad thing. And definitely this, uh, what did somebody call? Somebody called it a vacation. This vacation thing.
Or profit pile.
I don't like the way that sounds. It's not a vacation, but
Mm-mm.
this sickness, whatever you want to call it, has definitely made me realize that it's not a bad thing to have,
Plenty to do.
a death pile,
Mm.
profit pile, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
It's money,
Yeah, I try to look at it as money laying there.
Yeah,
You try to visualize that and think, well, okay, it's not doing me any good if it's not bringing in the green. So
exactly.
Do you see these?
Yeah, those are really cool. Those are really, really cool.
And there's this one. And this one just says Action Industries USA 3 liters.
that's kind of cool.
And it has a plastic lid.
Uh-huh.
Yes, they do suck. Golf clubs suck, but they do bring in some money.
I can't even get it open. And
But there's so
then
many numbers and degree thingies and all this stuff that you gotta find out what they are. And I know I have a hard time between a left hand and a right hand, and I should know it because my dad was a golfer. But no, that's kind of cool.
I think this one's the McCoy one.
That
Yeah.
one's really, really nice.
I like that one. I can't believe someone threw those out. Like, must be somebody that's young and don't understand that those are worth something.
Yep. That looks in really good condition too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then shoot, I have probably 3 or 4 more.
That's a good score.
Yeah. I was like, I hope these are trash because I don't really want to get the cops called on me for all this stuff up. So I just quietly stuck it in my truck.
Yeah. Yeah, very Amish looking. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. I think you got some good scores there.
Mhm.
You should be able to get some good money for those.
I don't know. I was bored the other day and I was like sitting in my car for a minute and then, I was at the store and then I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go home and everybody's gonna be asleep. I'm not ready to go home, go to sleep yet. I think I'll go look.
Yeah, good idea. Just drive through the neighborhood.
Yeah.
See what's on the curb.
Like I said, there's so many like roads. It takes a while.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're driving speed limit, it takes, it's faster, but
yeah, that's a good idea. One way to get some inventory, right?
Yeah.
And you definitely needed some inventory, right, Sally?
I don't know about that, but hey, I'm not one to pass up anything that I can make money on.
Good way to be.
Okay, back to the topic.
Uh-huh.
What's the deepest, darkest thing in your death pile that you just can't throw out or just can't redonate, but it's been sitting there for maybe 12 years? For me, it would be some plus size women's clothing I got out of a storage unit like 3 years ago.
Well, why haven't you sent that to us yet?
Give that stuff to Gwen.
Mine would have to be some old, I think they're 78s records that my sister found at the thrift shop. And they're real brittle and they're really old. and I'm just afraid to list them because they're so brittle that I know that even with my degree of packaging, I still think that they would just crumble because of maybe I've been exposed to the elements in the past and they're just, I don't know.
Yeah.
And a leather jacket that I have, they're all in the same tote, and it's been sitting in the same spot for years.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, those 45s, they can become like, what's that scene in that vampire movie where he touches her face at the end and she just crumbles into dust?
Yeah, that's what it feels like. I mean, it's like if you were to drop it, it would just disintegrate, or just it's like they feel like they're made out of clay. That's how that's not been fired,
Right.
and it's like, oh, I'm afraid to touch them. So
Yeah.
I think the packaging is probably worth more than the record right now. I mean, some of them are chipped, and it's like, and she bought them for me to sell, and I hate to tell her that I think they're more of a pain to work with than to try to make some money off of. So,
yeah.
Well, maybe
and
put
they're
them.
old.
Maybe put them up on, Facebook
Glass.
Marketplace and
Yeah.
just get rid of them.
Oh yeah, I'd say they're from the 1930s every bit. I mean,
Yeah.
they're old.
Yeah.
Count Basie was one of them, and a few others that I've never even heard of. So
Yeah. I don't like shipping glass at all.
I would ship fragile glass before I would ship these 78s.
Wow.
Mm.
Wow.
Hmm.
I have to be truthful, and I know Todd's going to really give me heck for this, but I have a tote of watches
What?
that so I'm going to have to open every one of them and figure out what battery, see if they run, and I just have not done that yet.
That's on my list. I have watches
I wrote that down,
What?
Ainsley.
and cufflinks.
Thank you.
got a-
Cufflinks are hardly worth it unless
You lot them
they're
together.
Mark Sterling or something.
Yeah.
Do a
That's
great
why
big
they're
wall.
not getting listed, because they're not Mark Sterling. But they're neat. They're pretty. And they come in a lot that I got of vintage watches. So, and the
Yeah.
watches are still sitting behind me too.
Oh, it wasn't the one you were
Agreed.
thinking of.
Y'all could be sitting on thousands of dollars worth of stuff and you don't
Mhm.
even know it.
I know.
I definitely now there's in this watch box there are definitely there's a lot of them that are probably $10-15 watches,
Just stroked out. Hey,
But-
there's Kathy.
Yeah, I gotta dive in. That's busy work for me,
Mhm.
and I feel like I can list more stuff, and I probably just need to get out of that mindset and just dive in and just do them.
Yeah.
I know, Todd. I know.
Well, sometimes it depends on your mindset.
Yeah.
A lot of times I just like to sit and tinker with stuff.
Mhm.
Hmm.
I can list this later. I want to see how it works, or I wonder why it doesn't work quite right. Let me get out the screwdriver and pull this sucker apart, and
I've done that.
And
And
then
you
I
lose
usually-
hours doing that.
yeah, usually it's like I had one of those flip clocks. Well, how come it's not flipping? You can hear it running, you plug it in, it runs, and the radio plays fine on it, but then it won't flip. And so you open it up and tinker with it, and it still won't work. So into the trash can it went. But at least by the end of it, it's either in the trash or it's listed. But yeah, I've done so many watches now though that I can pretty much just take some of them and just throw them away. I don't even keep them and put batteries in them anymore because they're just like Geneva watches. There's millions of Geneva watches. If you
Yeah.
looked up Geneva watch on eBay, you'd probably see 200,000 listings.
I just throw them in a box lot that I'll either put on Macari or eBay or Facebook or something.
So you don't
Yeah.
really waste your time with like Geneva watches.
Right. Or a watch that has no brand name anywhere on it.
Yeah.
They're kind of
Just
like a
says
dime a
China on
dozen.
the back, just not worth messing with.
Yeah.
Donate it or throw it away.
I've been keeping those just in case, like I need to change something on another watch that I might possibly can change. You know what I mean? Like not really listing them all, but like just keeping them for parts, basically.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like the pins on the
Yeah.
watch bands or the watch band itself. Yeah, definitely.
Thank you for that info, Tara and Ansley.
Morning,
Yeah.
Ansley.
But all that just becomes part of the death pile then because there's so many different sizes of pins.
No, that's
You-
kind of what I need to do. Is I just need to, list what I want to list for the day, and then if I want to tinker, the watches would be a good thing for me to kind of tinker with and
Yeah.
everything. So
I bought
But now, if you look through them and you see Elgin or Wittnauer or
I know that I've
even
seen
Timex,
I know that I've seen Elgin.
any Seiko, don't throw any Seiko away until
No,
you check
I know
it
that
out.
I've seen Seiko in there.
I'm still
was
sitting
an-
on
it-
that
it was an-
Seiko I listed.
It was an auction that I had gotten that I won quite a while ago on some show, and it was probably a good 100 watches. And yeah, they're sitting right over there. I could see them from here.
why are they sitting there?
I don't know.
Because you just don't want to.
No, it's just I think I think of it as more of a time suck. I think, and I just really need to just dive in and do it.
Yeah.
The good thing about watches, though, is they don't take up any room. I mean, if you had
True.
the same amount of cookie jars as you did watches, you'd be doing something with them just to get them out of the way.
Right, that's true.
Watches,
That's
they can sit.
I'm gonna go take my package out.
I just need to. Okay, I just need to dive in it and get it going.
So you've got the stuff to change watch batteries with?
Yeah,
Got you a bunch of batteries?
I have some batteries. I have yeah, I mean I have a pretty good selection of some batteries. I'm sure I'm gonna have to buy some more, but
Yes.
I have that same problem, Karen. I have problems changing the batteries. I'm afraid if I damage the back of the watch, trying to pry it open. Yeah.
Well, that happens sometimes. I've destroyed a bunch of different watches.
Yeah.
They weren't worth anything much without putting a new battery in them anyway.
Yeah, that's true. So I'm just I just need to dive into it. It's just one of my many, I know I'm driving him crazy right now talking about unlisted watches and all that, but it's just something I gotta dive into and get it done like everybody else, Well, I can't say I'm like it. I'm not like everybody else. They broke the mold when they made me. Definitely.
So that's the deepest, darkest secret in your death pile, huh?
Oh, probably not the deepest. that's the thing is I have a lot a lot of different things, a lot of different styles and just stuff that I need to go through and say, yes, I'm listing this, and no, it's going to the thrift store and it's going to be redonated. And Mr. Sadie says a good watch will hold up pretty good while changing the battery. I don't know why Kathy was timed out. That may have been a mistake. I'm not sure. But yeah. Mission picking. Flashback from the 80s. The UPS guy dropped off a package. He had forehead thermometer strip glued to his head.
Oh my God.
I hope this doesn't become a fashion statement. Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
They still make those strip thermometers like that?
Apparently. What?
It's like Teresa come and got my no contact one, the one we use for ghost hunting. It's a thermal, thermometer. She said they use it at work and they point it at their forehead. I'm like, okay, if it works, go ahead.
Karen's at the beach says, Todd, what tool should I use to take the battery back off?
Well, it depends. Is it a
Depends if it's got notches or not.
is it a screw back or is it a most modern watches you just pop them off by slipping a blade underneath it. I use this, which I shouldn't because I've slipped a couple of times and cut myself once or twice. But
Yeah.
I use a little watch prior thingy I got.
Yeah, and there's a kit that has a prying tool.
And sometimes you can use those kits for computers too, that are for iPhone repair. There's some little priors that you can get with those that I've used on smaller watches. They can get up underneath that little notch, that lip, and flip the back off of it. What I hate is when I can't get the back on. Comes off fine, and no matter how many times you press that thing, it will not snap back in there. And I get so aggravated. It's like, out you go. I'm done. It goes in the parts bag.
Well, if you sell enough watches, that little
back
watch
press,
back press is pretty neat tool.
Yeah. Well, I haven't gotten to that to where I sell that many watches yet to justify that. Now, if that Seiko sells, I'm going to order one. But normally, I've only got like a handful and they weren't worth a lot of money anyway, but still, it's aggravating.
Right.
Yeah, but you never know when you're going to find a really good watch.
Oh, yeah. This was like a $10 Pepsi watch or something. It just would not go back on.
Yeah.
Now, if it was a vintage Loris Mickey Mouse, or like the Wonder Woman one I got it out of a lot of watches that I bought off of Macquarie for $20, and that particular watch I sold for $40. So it was all original.
Yeah.
But like I bought that auction a lot of watches off of Dwayne's channel from what's her name? Treasured Vintage.
Angie,
No.
And
No, not Angie.
I could see her like
Jewelry.
Treasures?
Tanya Sheets, I think it is.
Yeah. And I don't know why she didn't want to go through them, but I got that lot in, and that $1,600 Seiko was in there. I was like, well, thank you, Tanya. She said, I'm glad you made money. This is exciting.
I like Tanya.
Sorry, I'm gonna keep my camera off for now.
What?
My camera's off.
Yeah, why is it?
Probably because Brandon's
Oh, wow, I see.
Dang, that's a big breakfast.
Julie, what's going on with your phone? I'm a little bit worried there.
Choo choo. Then you got.
Oh, that's Atlas probably typing.
Maybe.
Bionic woman watch.
I see a couple of
That'd be
trains
cool.
there. Yeah, that would be cool.
All of these? Yeah. Oh, mine's still cooking.
She said it was mine when I was little.
She's on that little tray.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we just gotta. I think that's probably one of my things is I'm afraid I'm gonna cut myself when I'm trying to pry off the back of the battery, and so I'm not as forceful with it because I'm afraid I'm gonna slice my finger.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to do that.
You're just doing it with a knife?
Well, I got a little prior
Mm-hmm.
tool thingy.
Yeah, but that hurts like the devil too if you slip and stab.
Oh yeah, it's got a nice little edge on it. I can just see me slicing my finger up. I don't.
Those aren't as sharp as like a Scotty peeler, but they're pretty sharp.
Yeah, that might work. It's got a pretty good edge on it. Might be able to use that. I'm just gonna have to dive into them, just like everything else, you know.
Probably. Well, I don't know about salt, but pepper. Got a lot of salt in it already.
Think so?
Mary.
Taste it.
Oh, I'll just use pepper.
Brand's still running his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
A watch wrench. Huh.
And he said, hey, get your biscuits and gravy. And Jim was like, tell him you can't. Tell him you're busy. I'm like, why would I pass up breakfast?
Oh, God.
Fuck Joe.
Sorry.
I've never heard of a watch wrench. That's interesting.
I just take it slow and try to pry it, but don't like put it towards myself to where I'm gonna hurt myself.
Yeah. I seen Lori kind of reaching for whatever she was looking for, and I seen your headphones kind of pulling, and I was like, you've reached the end of your cord there.
I thought I had a watch wrench in here, but I guess it's next door. I'll just show you. It looks like an alien. Kind of weird looking.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what that would look like, but
Yeah, it's not in here.
that's okay.
I'll get mine out in a moment.
Sure, Tom's got one.
Yeah, our date's now May 15th, but they'll probably change it again.
I don't even know.
For what, letting you out of quarantine? So letting
Yeah.
things get back to normal again.
Like opening restaurants and stuff.
Yeah.
I think we just need to open it up. I think we just need to open it up, and people can still do their
Make their own decisions.
social distancing. You can wear a mask if you want to, I don't know. I think people are definitely getting antsy, Oh, Karen says I found a watch wrench kit on Amazon for $9.99.
I knew it was him, Julie.
Oh, he was putting on all kinds of different things.
He put in 2 freaking trains.
And he deleted somebody's comments too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
He was having fun. He thought he was playing a game. No, that's fine. No worries. Yes. Sally said that's what happened, and yep, that's what happened. That's okay. Well, it's supposed to be really nice here today. I'm trying to figure out. I know it's supposed to be in the 70s.
You're not getting no rain then, huh?
No? I mean, yesterday was supposed to be clear, no rain, no nothing, and then just about the time that I got ready to go out and mow the lawn, that's when he decided to, that's when it decided to rain. Just my luck. It's fine, Julie. No worries.
Well, right now it's 54, which is nice, but we're supposed to get rain. Like, it says from, it doesn't supposed to start until 5 to like 2 a.m. We're supposed to get rain.
Oh, wow.
I don't think we're supposed to get in until tomorrow.
72 for Todd.
Yep, tomorrow, later this evening. Well, 40% later this evening.
We got sunny skies. I think it's supposed to be in the 70s. And so that's a nice day.
It's been the 70s this weekend, though. That's going to be nice.
I'm excited. Go outside, get some sun. I was only outside for just a little bit, and I already got a nice little tan
Today?
yesterday.
Oh. I was gonna say that was quick.
Yeah, it was warm. It wasn't hot, but it was warm.
Mm-hmm.
So 86 in Cali. Oh, perfect. Perfect weather.
Oh,
Love it, love it. I'm ready. I'm ready for some nice, warm, sunny days.
Sunny day, sweeping the clouds away.
Yep.
yeah.
I got so much to do, but I really want to take a nap.
Yeah. Sounds good.
I
So
gotta
take a nap.
I gotta finish the rest of my packages and then go on my walk. I've been walking almost 2 miles every day.
That's great.
And then come back and hit it hard. Trying to get my 50,000 listings for the month. I'm trying.
I was at most of the night battling the cat. He realized that my indoor greenhouse makes noise when he steps on it.
Oh,
Plastic top.
Mhm.
So he kept sneaking in there and jumping up on the counter. So I finally caught him. It took me forever. And I threw him in the back bedroom with Teresa. I said, he stays in here. I said, because if he comes out here again, I'm going to skin him. I think I finally got to sleep around 2 o'clock this morning.
oh my gosh.
Oh, as soon as I start to drive off here, I was like, oh. And as soon as
What'd you
I
make
get up
that
in the
out
dark-
of again?
Well, the one I bought from Jiffy is the store bought one, but I made one out of plastic baggies, like Ziploc baggies, and I just cut them up the side, made like a little tent, and I used
Oh.
some skewers on either end of the egg carton to kind of keep it up like a little tent, like a little lean-to
Oh.
tent. And then I used the alligator clips to clip it all around the side. So
That's a good idea.
but I bought a couple more of the store bought ones for some strawberries and some radishes that I'm going to do this week.
Yeah. I seen a really cute it's like a strawberry planter, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a 3-tiered. And it wasn't too expensive. I think it was only like 15 or 16 bucks.
Morning, Patty.
Hi, Patty. Yeah, I bought the other day. I bought a 3-drawer, 3 of those the plastic drawer
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
things for my jewelry.
Hmm. Good.
It's kind of the bigger one. I don't think I'm gonna need all 3 drawers for it, but
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Mm-hmm. I got a file cabinet that's full, 5 drawers.
oh my god.
Just the best. I would suggest if you have, is it 3 drawers or 4?
3.
Okay. So I would separate your is that for your listed?
Yeah.
Okay. So I would separate, put your earrings in one, your necklaces in one. Necklaces are going to take up the most room,
Yeah.
and then brooches and earrings, put those in the, in the smaller ones. But yeah, it does save a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
If you can separate them. Otherwise, you're going through everything every time.
Yeah.
I label my bags like A, B, C, D, and all the listed stuff, and each individual piece is in a bag of its own inside that bag with a tag saying what it is.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
and then
Right now I have them in littler bins,
Mhm.
but I have like them in like gallon size Ziplocs.
Mhm.
Like all the necklaces, all the earrings, and then like, whatever bracelets and whatever. But I
Well,
thought that would
with the
help.
drawers, you can kind of grow into them too.
Yeah, and yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of open space in there.
Yeah.
And I also have some big padded flat rates that have lots in them. So, I'll put those. Oh my gosh. Would you go away? Why don't you go work?
You go to work.
Sally, how many more days you got or nights? You got?
Until Tuesday morning.
So you got one more night.
2.
One more night.
No.
Huh?
1.
It's Monday. You got to work
One.
tonight,
Yeah.
and then you got what, 3 or 4 off?
Why you ask me these questions?
I don't know. I just want to know. I'm
She don't
nosy.
know.
I don't remember what it says now. I
I'm
think
nosy.
Tuesday morning is when I get off.
Okay. Yeah, Mary says use a piece of scrapbook paper as background and then put that paper in the drawer when done. When you sell, you can see what drawer it's in. Yeah, good way to do it.
Yeah. I've actually been like whenever I list jewelry, I've been putting some of my card pieces.
Yeah.
They're like, it's not card stock, but it's a little bit lighter than that. And been basically labeling every piece, saying, just a quick rundown of what it is.
Yeah.
and I haven't got to numbering it yet or anything like that, but I'm sure that's to come, you know,
Yeah.
and then I'll get there and I'll be like, why didn't I do this from the beginning? Why didn't anybody tell me?
Oh yeah.
Now I have to do inventory on jewelry drawers.
Uh-huh. Yep. That's what we do.
Yeah.
We do what we do.
And then I'm like, maybe I should put a skew in there.
Yeah. You'll get it. You get it.
And I still have to build that shelf. I still haven't got it built yet.
Well, put Brandon to work.
Well, I know he'll help me with it, you know, but I don't even have no place to put it yet. I'm trying to figure out if I want it coming out of the wall or if I want it against the wall.
Uh-huh.
And I don't think
Well, try
I
it
don't
one
think it's
way.
gonna matter. It's gonna
Yeah.
be space,
Right.
you know,
Right.
consuming. So it's gonna be either way, I'm gonna have to clean out a space for it.
Yeah, Karen says Todd is right. I'm gonna practice on some crappy watches first and just dive in.
That's a
That's
good
a good
idea.
idea. Yeah. Get those Geneva watches out and practice.
Yeah,
practice,
don't feel
practice.
bad about breaking a Geneva watch.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, and I have a couple of those listed. I
think
think
I've only
at least one.
I think I've sold like one Geneva watch in 2 years.
Oh, you can still sell them. You just, if you don't mind a $4 or $5 profit on an item,
Mhm.
that's okay. But
Yeah, if they look nice enough, I'll list them because some of them are kind of cool looking.
Yeah.
I mean, I would wear them,
yeah,
especially the bigger ones with like the rhinestones and stuff. I think those are
Mhm.
neat looking. So I mean, I plan on listing those.
Yeah,
They
mine's
work.
like hot. One of them is like hot pink
Mhm.
bands with, and the bands are leather. So, and then they're like a, not snake, but like almost like crocodile kind of looking skin,
Yeah.
but they're leather.
Yeah. Why not? All right, guys. Well, it's 10 o'clock. Time to get to work.
yep.
I hope everybody has a great day. Get some good listings up and get some sales. And we'll see y'all tomorrow.
Tackle that death pile.
Bye.
Jump in.
Make it your servant.
Jump in feet first.